Hi friends, welcome back. I am going to make a fun embellishment with for my paper clips for my junk journals. I thought I'd make this cute little fish embellishment I have in mind. So I made myself a little tracer that's going to look like this. I'm using black and I am going to trace myself out this fish. Now my inspiration for this embellishment was a class I'm doing, craft class I'm doing with kids. I decided to do a fish, and I'm just going to use this idea to make a cute embellishment. So here I go, cutting this out. And it's going to be a fun little process. I thought this would be super cute, so we're gonna go for it. So what I did was I cut the slit up here. I'm probably gonna erase the pencil mark. If I can get that erased, I'm gonna grab my two-sided tape and adhere it with that, so it's a quick job for the video. I don't want it to come apart, so I might do something in the future, like if it was for if I make more. I don't know how it's going to stick, so we'll see. So now I got this little piece kind of flipped over. I'm going to keep that little point there, and now I am going to work on, I actually have a heart punch here. I wonder if I have any pieces left. Here is a couple of sizes that this heart punch makes, and I'll show you the punch itself, and I'm going to use this as the little mouth. So I'm just going to cut out a little square, teeny weeny, and I would probably, I don't even know what I would use to glue it to the paper clip itself, something more permanent, something strong. So there's a little lips. It's gonna be super cute. And now I'm going to cut a square out of this. I'm not gonna worry about how crazy the paper is. It's not gonna be a perfect square. In fact, if I tore it, it might even be cooler looking. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to crease these 2 points and do that. Make kind of a triangle. It's not even because I didn't make my square perfect. I might use this heart. I kind of used it on the kids craft that I had, but I thought this would be super cute for my journal, junk journal, just so cute. Cora has a water themed junk journal, like fish and ocean stuff, so I thought that would be super cute. So what I'm going to do is just flip this back and forth, accordion it, use my bone folder to make the folds really sharp, so then they accordion really well. Like this. Now I have this piece. What I'm going to do is just cut it down the center here. And that's what I'm going to do, little piece there. So what I've done with my other ones, I would bend it towards each other, the long pieces here, and I just gave this end a push with my bone folder, and that's the pieces. So what I've done here is I used some two-sided tape. You can use glue. I'm just using the tape right now, and I adhered these together. Just like that. Cute little piece like this. Did it the same thing with the other side here, so I'm putting the long piece together. Pushing my end, grabbing my two-sided tape, super cute, super fast, and there we go. Now I used Googly Eyes for the kids craft, but for ours I want it to look a little more grown up. So what I'm going to do is paint some fish eyes. I could paint on the back of Googly Eyes, take them apart, so I might try that. Let's see if I can do that. I'm going to just get my glue going here. It's been drying out a bit. So what I also too want to make sure that I get the right side glued. I'm going to flip these over. I always try to pick the best side. That looks nice for the tail fins. There we go. Glue that down. It's kind of just like that. One fin might look a little larger than the other. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a second. Okay, I have my fish on the side drying, and I have a couple of Googly Eyes, and what I've done with these is I cut this one open, and I'm taking the back right off, but I'm using the dome part for this piece, and all I do is cut along this edge as close as possible, and to use the dome. So you can make your own glass eyes with, like, if you make I can't think of what I'm trying to say right now, but you can make your own little domes by using epoxy and that kind of thing. But I can't think of it, unfortunately, while I'm recording this right now, what I'm trying to say. But this is a way, if you have Googly Eye, a cheap and easy way. You don't have to smell any fumes from the epoxy. You can just have a couple of eyes and paint them yourself. So here is a couple of pieces that I punched out, and I can just stick them on like this on my Googly Eye or behind my Googly Eye. So I took a picture of some Googly Eyes on Pinterest, and I'm just going to, some fish eyes on Pinterest, and I'm going to attempt to paint them. So I will speed through that part. Okay, so I painted my fish Googly Eyes inside, and I used, for these larger Googly Eyes, I'm not sure what size punch actually now, I don't have it around me, but I'm going to glue the outside. I'm going to drop them in reverse, and I'm going, they sink in, so as you can see they sink in, so the outer edge needs to get glued. So I'm going to throw in some glue here, use my toothpick to just glue my edges, and then have that be what's sticking down there. And really got to make my glue unclog here. So I'm going to grab my toothpick, and I'm just going to carefully spread the glue on here, and then of course I'm going to have to go around very carefully with my scissors afterwards to adhere, I mean to cut away the excess. But, and whatever I have here too will, the glue will go clear. So I'm going to try to not make a mess and stick that on, let that fall, and I probably, let's just see if I did this right. I probably should have left it down so my eye can, it won't google too much, it won't move around too much. I could have made a small, this is the smallest punch I have, but that looks already really cool, like a fisheye, so I'm just going to leave that there. Because the other piece went in, it just wouldn't have adhered to it properly. I cannot glue that right in like that, because you could see that, whoa, you could see, once I get it in there, once again I'll show you, that it just sinks in there. And that was the largest punch, the smallest, but also the largest to get it in there, like the smallest punch to fit my eyes in. So I'm just carefully sticking this around. If I got a little smaller one, it would have been really perfect, because then it would have been more Googly Eyes-esque and wiggle around in there, but that is that. And that's going to look like a fisheye. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to add glue to the back here for his little fins, and then what did I use for fins? I ripped some fabric, tore some fabric, and I had a couple of pieces. Of fabric, which I don't know where they both are. One's here. So I'm just going to glue that on. And I found the other one. So they're just black and white. I thought that would be really super cute. And I use my fabric scissors for this. And the more they're torn and pulled, I think that looks really gorgeous. So I'm going to glue that one on. And then I'm going to throw more glue on for the second one. And that's a lot of glue. Wowzers. So I'm going to throw a second one on. That glue just went crazy. I'm just going to scoop out a little bit of that glue. That went crazy there. That's what happens when you got a clog. So I'm going to throw this one on. Maybe I'm going to twist it just a bit. I'm going to use that glue here actually that I scooped. This is the color I used for the kids' craft. And I'm going to use that for my spot where I have my paper clip going. So I'm going to throw my paper clip on there just because now I have a, hold that up. Now I have a paper stuff to use. So what I'm going to do now is just grab a piece of black cardstock and put that right behind there. So then that glue is not like all over the place. Just like that. It'll kind of sandwich that in. And that will be the part of my paper clip fish. Okay, since I did not have any gel pens I could find, so I'm just going to go make marks here where his fins would be with the paint that I used for his eyes, and I'm just going to make some scales. And I also got some fingerprints from the glue, so that'll cover that up and hopefully be cute. I was thinking sequins would be really cute, those little sequins pieces and stuff like that on there, but I'm actually just going to continue painting. I'm just dabbing the brush on there, making some scales. But with the kids' craft, I just got them to do, or I just got the markers out so they could do little scales with the markers. But also too, a white or silvery kind of scales would have been cute too to go with the white fabric. Well, the white that's on the white and black fabric, but that's okay. So I'm just kind of dabbing. And I'm going to do some on his tail as well. And I think this is going to be a really cute junk journal little embellishment. And yes, he's fun and childlike, but hey, that's, you know, I love it. Go with the flow, make it artsy, and I think this is going to be cute on a junk journal, top of a junk journal. Not just, like I said, not just a kid's junk journal, but I think that'll be... Oh wow, I hope you're not hearing the conversation that's going on back here. Anyways, that is that. Okay. Just going to... So this is how he turned out. I would think that maybe his little paper clip would be in a different spot perhaps, but it's testing it out. And for a large journal, it would look good. Good for holding pages and that kind of thing when she's working in them, when someone's working in them. So I think it's super cute, but you can change things up. Like I said, perhaps in his smaller part of his body wasn't the greatest idea for where his paper clip could go, but like I said, when you have a large piece like this, it will fit nicely anyways. A little bit on the crazy side, but super fun. So I think for this journal, I thought I would do something really crazy, and I think I did. I think I accomplished crazy today. Hope you guys like it and maybe play with the idea of doing something funky. So here he is. And there's his little fish eyes. And once he gets really dry, I think that he will be totally fine for, you know, being in a book like this. Right now he's still a little bit on the damp side. So, but definitely a cute little addition to this underwater journal. So here he is. I'm trying to get a good view of him in there. Thanks friends, and don't forget to craft like a duck, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!